Hello everyone, in this recording we are going to learn how to build a Geo Map on the SAC use the dataset we imported for the global bike sales data. You can start in different ways for creating a story. For example, if I'm under the data sheet, like this is the data sheet we imported, so you can create the story when you open the data set. So if you have the data set and then click on here, like the action icon and click on the story, and you can choose responsive or canvas. Okay, I probably will choose a responsive. That's one way to do it. The other way is you go to the story, the main tab, and choose to create. You have more options in this case. So I'm going to still use a responsive and use a classic design experience. For this one, when you create the story, it's not asking you to link to any of the data set. But once you open your story, and you need to toggle to the data tab and start your data importing. So you can directly import a data from external CSV or Excel or a pre-built data set or model or a database. You can connect it to the other applications. I'm going to use the data set we just imported. So click on this one and select other model. Sometimes the system is not very stable. You need to try more than one time to click on the select model, so it's leading to your file selection. My data set is listed on my TSU folder. So this is the class demo. And now it's give you a opportunity to double check the measures and the dimensions of your data set. Okay, so this is the dimensions and this is your measures, because by creating the analysis and the visualizations, it's similar to the Tableau. We pick the different combination of the variables, so we can perform different ways for analyzing the data. So once you confirm the data, I'm toggling back to the story and we can start on buildings. Right now, we are under the edit mode. Okay, but after you add something and you reopen this the story, is give you the view like you always can. So if under view, this is only for display. If you want to add new elements or edit, okay, click on the edit. So page 1, page 2, that's the different analysis and the visualization we can do under the SAC. In Tableau, is more like a different worksheets, right? So you add one more analysis of the dashboard. And so I'm working on page 1. You always can change the name as you like. And then on page 1, I'm going to create the map analysis for the customer location related to the revenue and the sales quantity. So you can have charts, tables, and this is input control, is like filters, some memos and the titles, so like additional enhancement features. And then the map is located here, so Geo Map. And it gives you a default layer of, they call base layer or base map, is like your background of the map. The default is light gray, but you can choose the other ones, so other type of image for the map, depending on your preference. I kind of like this topology, right? So it's more colorful. So I will choose this. So this is my base layer. Now I will add the real data layer. You can have more than one layers to analyze the data. For example, the first layer I'm going to analyze the revenue with the customer locations. And then the second layer, I do the analysis for sales quantity. So you can have different layers. So add layer 1, and you can choose different shape, like the shape or kind of like the format of the map. For this layer, I'm going to use the Coral Plus, so drill map, and your location variable. Okay, that should be the geo-reached variable in your data set. And we only have one, is the customer location we created. So I'm going to choose this one. And that's give you all of your customer locations in the United States, and also in Europe, we have German. If you use the SAP ERP before, you know the SAP is a German company. The global bike, we have both German operations and the United States. So all of your customer locations. And then the measures, like the data we want to drill down in this layer. So that means the color representing the measures, I'm going to choose the revenue USD. And now you can see the color slightly changed, but still cover the whole regions. So in that case, I want to refine my color display. You can see you can have the refinement. Right now, I only have one color range. So I'm going to choose 25. You can play with around with other range numbers. And you also can choose the percentage and the other calculations to show like related to the revenues. And so back and first. So right now is still the whole region is not related to the detailed customer locations. So let's go to here, the hierarchies. Okay, navigation up and down. So click on the hierarchy icon for layer 1, the customer location. And right now is for the country and region. Region is like our state. So it's focused on the countrywide. So it covers all of the United States and the German. Okay, no differentiation on the states. So I'm going to select the second layer. The region is like the state variable. In German, in SAP, they always call region rather than state. Now you can see we have this, so I want to zoom in so you can see all of it. So that's your regional map of the sales revenues. Okay, we have European, the German, and also United States. And the color represent the different sales values, okay, related to each of the state. So you can always like use the plus or minus, okay, to zoom in and zoom out. And if you want to focus on one special region, for example, the United States, I can use a selection from here. You can use a circle or square. I'm going to use a polygon filter, okay, to filter a special, for example, the whole United States, not including the Alaska, okay, and then filter. So now you see, probably you don't see difference, but it's cut off the German, okay, from the map. And again, if you want to see more details on maybe the east or west coastlines or maybe the middle, you can continue to use this filter options. For example, I'm looking for California and Washington only. So you can see this. And probably I know at this time it's too broad, right? So like the whole state. So in this time, I can drill down to sub-region like the cities. So if you click on here, and you can see that's more narrowed. So we can zoom in a little bit, right? So is getting to the city levels of customer sales. So this part is not in the handouts, but I'm just thinking, okay, keep flexible. And if you want to show some tool tips, like, when I click on the region, I want to see like how much the sales revenue. So you can add some enhancement from they call like widget, right? So different, I want to add, so you can see here, a tool tip. Okay, layer 1. And the tooltip, you can hear tooltip, I will add the measures, the revenue, okay, related to the regions. Then now you'll see, okay. So now when I click on you can click on the regions, the sub-regions, it's showing me this is the King County and the how much the sales revenue. Okay, right? So they're showing the tool tips. And the same thing if you are looking for the Santa Clara County, that's including the San Francisco, that by counties. And then this is the Los Angeles, Orange, okay, Orange County. So again, if you want to drill down more, like the sub-region 2, let's try this. Oh, interesting. It's not showing because probably it's really getting into the details. Okay, it's not showing anything. In that case, probably you want to zoom in more, like for example, only for the Seattle. Let's see whether we can get some displays over there. Oh, you do see, you can see. For this level, I'm showing, you can see very so detailed. Get another filter. So this is your sales parts in the King County, right? So Seattle, right? So Seattle, and then also only Seattle parts. Okay, that's a Seattle. So for King County, our sales is really for Seattle only. Okay, not really for the other neighboring countries. So that's like the way you can drill down to different levels of the geo map, so you can analyze based upon your interest. So now I'm going back to our original. Okay, so we can perform the next one. So going back to the region, and then remove my filters. Yeah, remove all of my filters. So, but probably I only can focus on the United States. Okay, just adding the United States as a filter. So remove the German. So back into here. And if you want to remove the filter, you can see, okay, you can just remove it by tag. And this is my layer 1. Now I want to add a second layer for showing the quantities. Okay, how the sales quantity varied in the different states. So I'm done on here, and under the edit mode. Oh, designer. So I do need to open the designers. So the map layers, and this is layer 1. I needed to add a second layer. Oh, add layers. Oh, you can see here. So add the layer is the second layer, and this one I will just use the bubble layer, and we only have the customer location. The dimension will not change, but it's still the same dimension. But this time the bubble color will represent the sales quantity. Okay, another measurement. And now you can see it's showing and the legends. Okay, you can move this enlarge. And the responsive page, they automatically separate your working space into like of this like two panels. If you don't really need the other one, you can just click on that, and I believe so. Just click on that and delete the whole. And now I only can have like have my map. Okay, so it's getting larger. So you can see the bubbles. And again, you can refine the bubble size. Okay, I want the bubble size represent again my sales quantity values. But seemingly like, if I put it here is too big, right? So it's really mess up my, then so probably I just delete. Okay, not letting the bubbles, only showing the bubble as the indication of the sales quantity. And again, if you want to add the tooltip for the sales quantities, layer 2, okay, this is the layer 2 tooltip, and this is the sales quantity. And now when you click on the the bubbles, okay, is showing you the sales quantity for this data point. Okay. The others is the sales revenue. So, and right now, they all have the same bubble size. But again, if I use the bubble size, it's really cause mess up. So because you have two layers of data. So in that case, you probably want to put maybe the second layer into a different page. Okay, that's all of the options. So for this tutorial or like the demo, just showing the way you get started, but you can have all of the control and flexibilities to refine and define your preference in making all of these analysis and visualizations. So I think finally in the handouts, they are asking you to add another enhancement is the filter. Okay, so add a, what I see, the input control. I think the input control we always can starting from here. Okay, you can also add here. So input control, I can use the dimension, I believe, is the product category. Or let me double check the handout, okay, to confirm. But there are multiple ways you can do this. So the handout is showing you product, not the product description. So select and choose dimension here. So input control dimensions, product, okay, not the product description, so product. And then you can use all of the numbers. So after that, you will have a filter choice to choose the sales quantity or the sales revenue for each of the product. Okay, you can click on OK. And you can have your filters. Okay, so you can, if you click on here, and you can pick and choose, okay, or a combination of the different products. If you think this is too broad, you can change it back to the product category or maybe the divisions. Okay, you can pick and choose your own filters. And this, if you want to remove, okay, just remove it. And this one to remove. And yeah, that's fine. But again, if you want to play with the other ways, so dimensions, let's see. Product. Yeah, that's the one we are showing. Because in the handouts it's showing another product description. We don't have it here. So we just leave it with this product. It doesn't matter really. So just playing around. So now adding back this to the filter. And now you can choose, for example, so uncheck all. Now I'm only choosing one product for you to see the sales data and revenue data. And if you click on the map, and it's showing you now the sales quantity for this product only, with all the sales revenues. Okay, so I will stop here for the map. Again, this is not something showing you a solution, like a standard solution. So just walking through some fundamentals for starting your analysis under the SAC.